Don't you just hate it when you record a podcast? Now it was 15 minutes and you realize that the mic wasn't on. Don't you just hate that? No, you don't, because you don't have a podcast. It's not fun. But we're going to do it again. Today, we're going to talk about a workout program I put together. And the question was, if I have 1 hour per week to work out, what could I do? What should that look like? So I threw one together. It's actually simple. Um, Anybody can make a complex, over the top workout program that might not be that effective. It actually takes, I'm not saying I'm a genius, it actually takes a genius to make a very simple yet highly effective program. Simplicity is genius. I've talked about that before. And so this workout's pretty simple. I'm going to walk you guys through it. You can find it at nickfotyfit.com. I have 17 programs on there that you can follow along for free. Some of them do match with the podcast. If you don't know which ones are best for you, just shoot me a message at Instagram, THICCNIC1, and I will help you. Why? Because you're taking the time to listen to my information. I can take the time to help you. And that's why they're there. Funny enough, my mom is not, she's like, well, won't people just follow the program instead of work with you? Yeah, cool. Then they will help other people and they'll realize how great this is. And yes, nothing is going to be better than a tailored program to you. But if you can't afford working with me, there are free resources that you can do. I don't think that fitness should be a pay to play for anybody. And yeah, you can pay $200 for a phenomenal gym or for great online coaching or an online trainer. You can go at it your own for a $50 a month gym membership. You can invest in a home gym. And I think you get what you pay for, but there needs to be more good free resources out there. And guess what? It's still great for my business because you're going to tell somebody about it, or you're going to leave a review, or it just makes my day when I get little tiny messages that, hey, I've been listening to the podcast. I love the episodes. Or, hey, I'm doing this because of you. You know, that makes me feel good. And that's worth it. So it's fun. Why is my business model based off of that? Well, again, I think that it's great to put out free stuff to just get yourself out there. There's a scarcity mindset. There's billions of people. You're saying I can't find 20, 30 people who could use my help. And a lot of the times it's not that they don't necessarily know what to do. It's sticking with it, the accountability. It's the art of personal training. I had a shower thought the other day, actually. I was like, I should write a book on the art of personal training. I could go into the art of it. The science is all out there. There's tons of workout programs out there. It's people, there's so much noise. So it's to get rid of the noise. They want that second brain. They want the accountability. And all of that is the art. And guess what? This podcast can complement that too. So who cares? So when creating a workout program, it's very important that we keep in mind that I have to know who I'm writing it for. It does need to be tailored. So this is a blueprint. You need to adjust accordingly if you're going to follow along with this. It's the 12-week program, 12-week strength training guide for one time per week. I have clients that they just see me one time per week. And I keep things extremely simple. And we just do the same thing over and over and over again to add progressive strength, to add progressive overload, and they get results. Yes, it's wonderful if you can get 2 or 3 sessions in per week. It's wonderful if you can also add in a little cardio. People are busy. People can't commit to that much. They have this preconceived notion that they don't have the time. So let's meet them with where they're at. So if you know someone who could benefit from this, again, go on my website or just shoot me a message, again, ThickNick1 on Instagram, and I will help you as I can. So I'm going to work through the workout a little bit. Some of the exercises are going to be repeated. There's going to be 3 phases. Each phase is going to be 4 weeks for a total of 12 weeks. Why is it structured that way? That way you get the same thing over and over again for a couple weeks, and then you can move into something different. And so the week 1 is foundational strength. Then it's going to be a bit more power. And then it's total max output, if that makes sense. So foundational strength, Your tempo, 4-second negative, so lowering the weight for 4 seconds, 2-second pause in the hard position, and then a 2-second lift. 8 to 12 reps or 2 in the tank. 2 in the tank means 2 in reserve, which means when your form breaks down, you should have stopped 2 reps shy of that. We don't need to get to that point just yet. 2-minute rest, yes, long rest periods. And we're going to focus on building control, strength, form, and establish a great foundation in this lifting style. Reverse lunges. Why would I choose reverse lunges to start? Well, it just makes more sense than a squat. Most people have imbalances left to right side. It's a great way to focus on balance. You don't need as much weight. I think it's actually a better exercise for beginners, and it puts a lot of stress on that front leg. And I think all of those things are going to be great. Same thing with Romanian deadlifts compared to a conventional or sumo deadlift. You could sub in conventional or sumo deadlifts here, and that would be a great modification. Most people can't do them great. Most people will hurt their low back. This can be done with body weight and a great way to teach it. Then you just add a little bit more weight and light dumbbells. And then obviously some people can do Romanian deadlifts of like 300 pounds. I think that's more impressive than conventional deadlifting, 400 pounds, because the hamstrings are in such a stretched position. So I actually am a big fan of the Romanian deadlift. Then we have a single arm dumbbell row, great for the back. The 2-second pause is at the top. It's in the squeeze position versus the Romanian deadlift will be in the stretch position. So it's wherever the position's harder based off of gravity, essentially. And then push-ups. If you can't do a push-up, go on your knees. If you can't do that, do a bench press. But you could also just elevate as well. And this one is actually 3 sets to 2 reps in reserve. Like 12 reps would not be enough for me. I would have to do like 30 or 40, and that's okay. So I'll take it to, let's just say 28, which is 2 in the reserve from 30. The second set and the third set might be then 24 and then 22. And then we're going to do a superset. So you're going to do one exercise, other exercise, then rest. And this one, just 2 sets, not 3. Like the rest are 3. Dumbbell curls and dumbbell skull crushers. Little accessory for the arms. If you hate that, substitute it with a lower body movement like a hip thrust if you're a girl and they want to build her butt. That's completely fine. And then we're going to have another superset, plank with farmer carry. And that one is just how much time you have left. 1 minute rest period. So do your plank, do your carry, rest a minute. Plank, carry, rest a minute. You'll probably get 2 or 3 rounds out of it. Hold the plank for about 30 to 60 seconds and then do a carry for about 30 to 40 seconds. All right, phase 2. In this phase, it's, again, 4 weeks. Things change a little bit. Only a 3-second negative, a 1-second pause, and 1-second lift. So that's a total of 5 seconds with what we would consider time under tension. The other one would be 8. So you'll go through it quicker, and it's only 6 to 10 reps, and it's only 90-second rest periods. So because of that, I've added a 4th set, and because of the tempo and the reps, you actually should be able to go heavier. You've been doing this for a while, so you can increase your weight. You're moving a little quicker. Still Romanian deadlift, or make it harder, Bulgarian, right? Or again, just lift heavier weight. Romanian deadlift and or that conventional, and again, go heavier in the weight. Single arm dumbbell row, again, go heavier in the weight. That's key. Should I do 6 reps or 10 reps? 8 is wherever is in the middle is that Goldilocks zone, and I'd rather you go heavier, but if you can't go heavier, add an extra rep or 2. Then instead of push-ups, it'll be a single arm shoulder press, working on shoulders there. Then it's going to be a dumbbell hammer curl and a dumbbell tricep kickback. Different arm stuff, still just 2 rounds. Then it's going to be a side plank with a suitcase carry. And then suitcase carry is just a single arm farmer carry. So again, you can see there's some variation, and 4 weeks, 4 weeks. Now it's the last 4 weeks. This is where we really get after it. Aim for 1 rep in reserve, 2-second negative, no pause, and just controlled as fast as you can lift on the way up. Still 4 sets, longer rest. It's 2 to 2.5 minute rest period. So that's a long rest period. So you should be able to maximize strength. Reverse lunges, but ideally we've progressed to a Bulgarian split squat for this. If we can, great. Romanian deadlifts, but again, conventional sumo depends on who you are. Or I would be okay if you said, I could do a staggered Romanian deadlift. Cool, I'm good with that. Chin-ups, if you have access to a chin-up, use bands, use a machine. If you don't, lat pull down. If you still don't have that, then you can just go back to that dumbbell row. Completely fine. Dumbbell bench press. If you have access to a bench, great. Would be the next one, focusing on controlling the movement. If you can't do that, you could also just do your push-ups again. And then supersetting, I took out the biceps, triceps, superset the single arm overhead carry with a double rack carry. And again, just as many rounds as you can, 1 minute rest periods. Track your weight, track your progress week after week. You add weight or you add reps. I'd rather you add weight first, but reps would be the next best thing. And then that way that you actually progress week to week, that's progressive overload. Focus on form, focus on technique. Don't add more if you don't have form and technique. That's still a form of progressive overload, as if you just move better. Focus on mobility drills in your warm-up if you have the time and opportunity. I highly recommend it. Or on your off days, whatever works. And then adjust. If you're doing this, I will help you because I'm kind and I'm nice and I want you to succeed. So if you're unsure how to adjust, you shoot me a message. Other than that, I appreciate you guys listening. This was take 2. And got it done actually a lot quicker because I was organized. So it's probably better than take 1 anyway. I'm not going to do all of them twice, but yeah. So again, free information on my website for that. Until next time.